So, Xbox Game Pass and the quality of games argument, I have, in my opinion, debunked that argument, seeing that Game Pass is full of titles that are pretty much third-party titles. Microsoft does not or is not responsible for the quality of those games. Those games are made by their third-party publishers and developers who then eventually bring them to Game Pass at their own discretion, whether they want to bring it day one or whether they want to come back after the game has sold and they wanted to maybe leverage more sales. That's a whole different conversation. However, I've been told that I'm missing the argument. That what people are saying is that Xbox games at the time that Game Pass released have been poor quality because it seems like these games have been made just for Game Pass, so their quality haven't really been there. But I did some research because I have always had a PlayStation. And I realized that the games that people are talking about actually do have good Metacritic scores. So the people who like them have been enjoying them. Game Pass was a 2017 game, Age of Empires 2 2019, scored high. Microsoft Flight Simulator scored high. So people like them, apparently. I don't play them, but maybe it just weren't these just weren't the games that some people in the Xbox ecosystem were expecting. And I can understand. For that, I think your argument is better put in a way where you say, my expectations for Xbox in terms of the type of games and the genre of games were not met. That's, to me, is a solid argument because Sony was meeting these expectations and a lot of people were jumping ship. They were making these games that they expected. And that's it, right? And some people have equated this to high-quality premium games. Nah, Microsoft was making high-quality premium games in genres that people were liking. Even though I didn't like them, I will never play an Age of Empires game. You won't see me there. You will not see me in a Flight Simulator. Well, let me not say Flight Simulator. That seems like a cool game, but I usually don't play them. Forza, I fired up Forza the other day and I realized it doesn't have couch co-op. I deleted it. I don't want to play it. So, it's funny to see how people have actually categorized Microsoft games all these years as they have no games, when in reality, they should have just said their games don't appeal to me. And so this has created this false narrative that has removed a lot of people's objectivity. And I also got to see that people are starting to say, well, it would then seem like these new games coming from Activision would then make it seem like, oh, they're just rushing to make these games. But here's the thing. When all these games from Activision come in, they will still be dwarfed by all of the third-party games. Like I've just shown you, EA's library up here is insane. Bethesda's library is so tiny. Leaving soon. Oh, there's nothing leaving soon on Game Pass. I guess nothing's leaving right now. Let's look at, say, ID and Xbox and EA's games together. When I ran the math and just added a few more titles, I was sitting at close to 200 games that were not Microsoft games entirely. Unless you want to tell me that everything Microsoft has put together, including Activision, including Bethesda, will land you 200 titles that are available in terms of their licenses being up to date? Nah, you can't make that claim. And I also want to take a segue in this video to address something that I also saw, an objection that said, well, it seems like this is going to cause a monopoly. This happened with two people I was talking with. I was talking to someone here on the channel and then someone on Twitter. And I say to that, you have no worry. Why? The gaming segment is so big. Even the thought of a monopoly is obliterated by the existence of Nintendo, who has a huge market share, as well as the existence of Sony's PlayStation 5 that has the higher in terms of console sales and home presence than the Xbox console itself. Where is this monopoly talk coming from? Is this from some person that's a talking head somewhere that thinks they can fool people? Because some of us actually, we think about this stuff. I'm driving down the road and I'm doing the math, because I'm a gamer. I like, thinking about this. I'm like, how's it possible for them to be able to do this? I don't think people are actually posing their arguments clearly. What they're probably wanting to say is, it appears to me that the gaming scene is changing and maybe we may need to diversify where we get our gaming entertainment from in order for us to be able to get the benefits of all possible parties. Because the way all the ecosystems have been designed, every single one of them wants you to own a piece of their ecosystem or have one foot in their ecosystem. Nintendo's like, you must buy a Switch. Sony is like, well, you can maybe get a PC for some games or wait 2 years. Microsoft has said, you know what, we're going to throw it out there. Everybody's welcome. I think that everybody is welcome is somewhat abrasive to the exclusivity that people have been used to for a long time. And so that's probably what's going on. Many people are not used to these kinds of shifts. This is how you, the gamer, you're the benefactor of all of this. Gamers, let me give you guys the best part of this whole thing. You have a better negotiating card because Microsoft has now acquired Activision and put everybody on their toes. Everyone is going to align themselves and try to beat Microsoft and try to make games that will basically attract your attention away from all these other games. This is why you're seeing this. Everybody thinks 2023 just happened. 2023 is as a result of 2017, where most of these games were basically in the womb or in their conceptualization phase, and it took them 4 or 5 years to basically materialize, and then a delay in 2020 somewhere, and they're all showing up in 2023. 2023 is not a snap in. It's because the industry was already responding with high quality material to see what Sony was doing and to see Xbox pushing a subscription service. I don't see how nobody actually gets it. You got to get this. Leave these talking heads who are farming people's subscription dollars by, basically honing down, some, audience. Oh, I'm an Xbox guy or I'm a PlayStation guy. They are not talking. Oh my gosh, you are the winner here. Can you not just take the win? You win. It's simple. Let these big companies compete. As they continue to compete, you're going to be getting the benefit of all of this. Everything is going to be at your fingertips. You'll see so many games to play, you'll want to puke games. In fact, what's going to drive many people from gaming is not what we feared in 2017. In 2017, we were like, oh, everybody is bringing out microtransactions. Oh, gaming is so bad. In 2023, we're like, I don't have enough time. I don't have any money to buy all these titles. We went from Star Wars, loot box, Darth Vader crap that EA was doing to we don't have money to buy games. Do you know that we have not even entered Ubisoft realm in 2023 and they're coming. They're coming with Avatar and then they're going to push us into 2024 with the Star Wars game. No microtransactions that we know of, or maybe cosmetic, something light. This is as a result of these games being designed and developed from a long time ago. And that's the expectation they're going to get now set. And they're going to continue to go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, gaming just got monumentally better. Don't worry about the console wars. It's not a war. It's interest groups that can farm engagement that are continuing to fan the flames of this fantasy conflict. You, the wallet in your hand, your funds, your time, your attention, these companies are all fighting over it. Let them fight. You just have to basically just chill. And everything will just pretty much be put in your lap. Easy. So again, the conversation about the monopoly is, if you think that Nintendo, that's been in existence since the 80s, is just going to sleep, or Sony, who has maintained and enjoyed a strong position, is just going to go sleep because Microsoft bought one publisher. Maybe you PlayStation fans probably underestimate PlayStation, and I think I should start pointing that out to you guys, that you underestimate PlayStation so much. PlayStation that endured the very tumultuous times when Sega disappeared, and they came out, yes, maybe with the little bit of hair off their skin, but they came out of it at that time. That's the company that's going to go ahead and just bulk. I would have sold my PlayStation if I didn't think PlayStation had a comeback or something to actually respond with that I would think Microsoft is going to go get a monopoly. You're insulting PlayStation by doing that. But a lot of people already insulted Microsoft. They were just piling on Microsoft. Oh, Sony, Xbox is good. So that's why, they're shocked. They're like, oh my gosh. Oh, there's going to be a monopoly. They don't know what to do. So they're making all these arguments. And I'm like, guys, these are weak arguments. They hold nothing. They're not doing anything. Relax. Calm down. Enjoy gaming. You'll be fine. Peace out.